Alright, once again there is going to be those two guys in here, the Adamushi, if you remember the name that I told you about. I'm going to try to use this Onibi. If you can do it just right, this can kill them pretty quickly. But it's kind of hard to do because they move pretty quickly. Let's give it a try. And... nope, missed him. Well, didn't kill him, but I certainly did a lot of damage to him. I will use this to do more damage. Or I will die first, you know, whichever. Let's just try to get away from him. No point in not using this stuff when I've got it and it keeps me safe. I don't know why I always go over here thinking that there's some cards or something, but there never is. Welcome back to a familiar place, the Room of Faces. And there's still no way to pass through that door. However, we have Miyoshimaru's note number 4, and it's writings on a leaf, once again. At this pond, I can hear everyone's voice. I can hear them calling from the vassals sailed long ago. I will be joining them soon. Now, something interesting that you can't quite see about those notes when we're going through here is that each of these leaves, as it goes on further, is being covered by silk. So you can actually see on his journey that he is turning into something. And you can see the same thing with Lady Fujiwara's journals. Also, we never read the thing at the beginning, did we? Orders to investigate the Fujiwara's manor. Well, we investigated a lot. I don't remember if we read this or not. Anyways, they say disturbing events have been occurring at the manor of Lord Fujiwara. Go there and investigate. Some astrologers from the capital are heading there for the same reason. Be sure they do not arrive before you do. Well, technically they did, because Seime's astrologer was here researching everything before we ever got here. You can kind of see a face that just went into the wall there, even before we start looking at these things. So anyways, this is the same as Utsuki's phase. There's really no reason to even bother trying to switch between Japanese and English here. Also, still don't go to the middle of the room. That shadow is deadly. Alright, well, let's get out of here. No reason to stay. We already know what has been said here. And welcome to the nursery proper. The first time that Sakuya has ever been in here. Silk clings to the bottom of the chest. Pretty sure that's pretty much the same with all of these. Then we have the writhing over here. Strange creature is writhing inside the chest. There's a wicker chest, and the lid can't be opened, perhaps sealed from the inside. So, at this point, it's quite likely that Utsuki is in this chest in front of us. Some nice blood on the ground over here. Now, it's unnecessary, but there are some items that you can grab when you head over here. So I will go ahead and get those before we move any more further. Oops. It's always nice to have some backup equipment anyway. Some more summon cards we won't be using. And this right here tells us that Utsuki is not in that chest yet, because this silk is still here. Silk thread blocks the way. So until Utsuki cuts this down, this area is blocked over here. So she's probably in the chest up at the tip of this area, while we're down here as Sakuya. So interestingly, that means that a lot of stuff is happening very, very quickly at this point in the game. Especially because I'm pretty sure that this wasn't open when you come over here. It's kind of hard to figure out what this final area, its timeline is. It's quite possible that that silk was just re-sewn back there so that no one can get through. Nonetheless, interesting to think about. Also, not sure if this guy was here last time. Nope, it is. Corpse has been turned black and emanates a sickening odor. Well, maybe not. Seems a little different. Corpse hangs from the rope. So I'm pretty sure that that is what is supposed to be the second message, rather than the glitch one that we see during the yin phase. Yep. So, don't know what's up with that glitched message, but that's probably the message we're meant to see. Hey there, buddy. Come back here. We can do a number to them pretty quickly if we manage to get after them. Sealed Jupiter has been placed there. And a new friend for us. They can also do a number to us pretty quickly too. Adamushi are definitely some of the most strong creatures in this game. They're just not that deadly as long as there's only one of them. Chest is lying on the side, and Silk is looking fresh. Of course it is. We just saw the guy that came out of it. Alright, and now it's explanation time. So, the tree we set on fire is basically the girl that is one of the twins, and that's why she's dead right now, and why we start seeing her dead in Utsuki's phase. There's no explanation during that phase whatsoever. You also may notice that there is a little bit of a blood drip coming down from the front and back of the twin that's still alive. Those are indicating the holes that are in the tree that is the original tree we found Utsuki at with Sakuya in the first phase, and also in this phase. Still no way to pass through this door. But anyways, those little girls basically are just projections of the sacred mulberry trees. A little bit hard to catch on to, but it's kind of important that you realize what's going on there. That they literally are more or less mulberry gods. Couple of trinkets. Sealed Jupiter. Is there anything else going on in here? No. A book lies open, or a new book anyway, and there's Jupiter. We've got Domon's book number 5, which is the same book that we read before, but we'll read it again. Actually, entering a cocoon 9 times does not revive the dead. What does happen is that the dead are reborn as their children, as mulberries. The spell has always been intended for silkworms, not for humans.
Kuonの呪法にはちょうど良い餌となったな。貴様らのようなクズが役立つ道はただ一つ。死人と共につづらに入ることだ。それでクオンのつづらは完成する。ドーマン！餌は餌らしく振る舞うがいい。
Now think back on the tempest that caused Dochin to fall, but Sakuya did not. Now that just has to tell you just how much power this guy has to knock Sakuya down. This guy is pretty dangerous. Alright, anyway. We now have the sealed Jupiter, so we've got things to do. Got some cards over here. Stuff that I won't be using. And several puppets. Manipulated by the silk that's attached. So, once again, kind of indicates that we're being used as puppets. Also is probably what the cards are using as these puppets here. But interesting to think about in multiple ways. A crumpled note that was scribbled by Doman. Once again, same note, but let's read it again because this is an important note here. Kuriha's assimilation has advanced considerably. Soon the Kuon spell will be completed. I've been waiting so long. Seimei, I eagerly await your arrival. I can hardly contain my excitement at the thought of our encounter. That, I'm pretty sure, is the very last note of this phase. Yep. Well, welcome to the endgame. Similar endgame area to where Utsuki ended off. But now with much more understanding of what's going on with the story. Alright, we're gone. See you later. Her scream always seems fairly freaky at that point in time. And you'll note that we're back here, where we first started long ago, where the temple was and all that various stuff. And she's still on our tail.
Utsuki! うつき、無事だったか。この場所はいけない。そなたの姉はもう。うつき。助けて。お願い。やめてくれ。うつき。
And welcome to the end of the Yang phase. You might be thinking, oh, I'm so disappointed, nothing really happened there. Well, there's a little more to this game than just that ending there. But interestingly, we're now learning that Kuriha is not exactly merged with Utsuki. In fact, it's more Utsuki's guilt that is projecting Kuriha rather than directly Kuriha. That, or perhaps much like Doman was saying, there was some kind of projection of what he is going into these wicker chests, and somehow she projected herself and her anger onto Utsuki in such a way that Utsuki has absorbed part of her. So anyway, there's lots of ways to think about this one, but we're going to go ahead and save this so we have both saves going in here. And this is talking about starting a new phase. You might think, well, there's no more phases, but oh no, there is one more phase. And we will be doing that next time.